Hey, so point number one. I mean, this looks really great. It's a really good. It looks really good. I like how you try the different camera angles. I like this swirling motion, this circling around the block motion. I like that. I like that. It's a pretty good idea. Looks good. It looks good all over. I like that you're zooming into the bus and the swirling around the camera, swirling around the block motion looks really good. I like it. I like the little angles you're taking. I like you zooming into the house. I like it. So, but for this, what I'm gonna do? So this replace this with the height, right? So how tall this is going to be. Remember, you have to have that text too. So how tall this is going to be, you're going to have the little arrow, and you're going to have how tall this thing is. Now you can move it anywhere pointing to the block. Make sure it's still pointing to the block. It could be right here pointing to the block. It could be right here pointing to the block. It can be right here pointing to the block, because the number of people is going to come out of here, right? And it's going to come out of here big, right? So it's going to say, 124,000 people. It's going to come out the block like this, right? It is going to be angled just like this, and it's going to come out the block, out the back for all of them, except for the tall ones. The tall ones, I already talked about how they're going to be angled. So go back and look at the video, the original job description video. Keep that in mind. That's what I want, plus what I'm saying right here. So again, for all of these, this is going to be a big block with the numbers. It's going to be angled just like this. I like that. Even if you take a little bit, you twist the angle just a little bit more, that's fine. Because I like how this is panning and staying parallel to the back of the block. Looks really professional. I like how that is staying parallel to the back of the block. Looks really good. But the back of the block is going to be nothing but how the number of people, and one of these right here, one of these little things right here. I like the different colors you have and all that. Matt, you did a good job. So keep that. Okay, and again, this arrow is going to be pointing to like maybe over here or somewhere. Maybe even over here. You flip it over, have it over here. You can even have it pointing like this over here. Well, yeah, no, point it on top. Have it pointing out here somewhere, whatever looks good, and have the height. Instead of the number of people. The number of people are going to be coming out the back right here, and this is going to be moved over to the corner right here. This is going to be moved over to the corner right here, because remember, you're going to have the photos. So I'm going to give you the photos, and you're going to have the description. So the description, and you're going to have the photos over here in the corner, just like you got it over here. I mean, not the number, and you're using this. You're taking this whole thing that you're using right here. There's a template right here, and just moving it over here. That's going to be the description in the photo. This pointer arrow is going to be pointing somewhere, wherever that's going to look good. And the main focus is going to be a big block with the number and the word people. Even if the numbers starting, because you're going to get numbers that are going to be in the millions. As you can see, you can get really big numbers. Even if you got to take the term people, maybe make it a little smaller right here, and then have the number going across like this, this big, and then maybe have people smaller but still visible, but people are going to be viewing this on their phone and stuff. Even if you have it like this is a smaller number, but if you get into like the 3-4 millions and the 30 millions and things like that, you might want to, well, that's going to be the different blocks. That's going to be the taller blocks, but just keep all that in mind. But the number is going to be like this. The term people might be down here if it looks good, or the term people, could be the big block, number, and then the word people, something like that. So another thing, oh yeah, here, just don't forget to put an equal sign. So this is going to have an equal sign right here. This is not needed, so we're not going to have any text right here. It's going to be an equal sign, and just make sure the colors look good, the colors match, because I'm going to give you the red. We might use the red, we might not. I don't know. I can't really tell, because I don't know how it looks, because I guess you don't have the red material, the red and black like flame material looking thing. you don't have that. So we might use the red, we might not. We just depend. We might even just but anyway, that's going to be an equal sign right here. That's going to be an equal sign. Don't forget that. Okay, another thing. So another thing is just pull back and show everything. A lot of stuff is out of camera. Again, I like how real angled this is, you know. Looks really good. But pull back. See how the car and everything and half the block and the block over here and the car is going to go out of camera. Just make sure you pull everything, and at all times, even when you're swirling around like this, everything is in view. Make sure everything is in view so everybody can get the perspective of everything. So same thing with this one. You see how the plane is now going to be out of view, and the block is cut off, and the block is cut off right here. You know, the plane is now gone. You can't see the plane. The block is cut off right here. The block is cut off right here. And you know, you can't see anything over here. You can't see anything. So just make sure everything is in frame. Everything is in the field of view of the whole video, not cut off right here. Same thing with over here. I like these angles, look really good. Same thing with here. The person goes out of frame. The plane goes out of frame. Even if you got to move the plane forward, just closer. So the bus and everything, see how it goes out of frame and it's not in the field of view. This is not in the field of view cut off. So just make sure, pull back and make sure everything's in the field of view. And if you pull back and, like, for example, you have this number like this. Remember the number, the amount of people number that's going to go back here? Even if it starts to look too small or look distorted, you can have, again, the number, you know, fairly big, you know, fairly big. Good size, good decent size number, and then you have to turn people maybe a little smaller down here, you know. So have the number text bigger than this text. And people, like I said, just look back and see. It depends on what looks good and everything. But yeah. So then another thing, slow down. Make sure, like, when you come, because this is only a couple seconds each. This might be because it's a demo, but this only stands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just do it for 10 seconds each when you got that. But then hold up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it for 8 seconds each. So 8 seconds each. Just stretch out it longer for 8 seconds, so you know everybody can get the picture and read the text and the number and the height and how many people, you know, died, how many people they're responsible for the death, how many people they killed, basically. So do it for 8 seconds so people can soak it up and read it all. So stretch it out to about 8 seconds for each. Okay. Put pointer, how to say, number of people somewhere. Yep, I did that one. And another thing is the mirror effect. If you look at that, there's no mirror effect as much as you would have it on here. So here, this seems a little lighter and more of a mirror, and it seems lighter if it renders fast enough. So I like this color better, and it seems lighter. I like that light mirror color. Here it seems real dark. Here it seems a lot darker than this. You see? It seems a lot darker. Does it seem, you don't see the mirror effect as much on at least on the blocks, and it seems a lot darker. All right. You know, it seems darker, I want, oh God, I gotta render it again. I want it to be, you know, whatever I gave to you. I gave you this file, so I don't know what happened, but I want this mirror you know, this light color and this mirror color and this much reflection. That should be in a template actually, in what I gave you. So that, do it like that, and then, so make sure you have that mirror and that color. And then for the people, the humans, move the humans. That's fine. So for this one, see how it is like this? You got the human, you know, the car and the human right in front of the block, and right between the car and the block. Do it for all of them that have humans. So here you have here you have the human over here, you have the guy over here, the person over here. Move that person and move him like right here. You know, move him right here. Keep the plane right there and move him right here. Same thing for this one. You got the person over here. Take that person, move him like over here, pretty close to the block, and move him over here. And same thing for this one, for the house, for the bus, and so on. You get the idea. So for the bus, you take the person from over here, move him right here so people can see him, and just kind of look at the person to see, get an understanding of how big this is. Right? So take the person, move them over here. And for the ones that have humans but don't, a person that has a person model asset but don't have another asset, just has a person, just make sure that person is just in front of the block. I think a couple of them have person assets. You see it. See another one, they have the person but they don't have like another asset. Just take that person asset and just move it right in front of the block right here so they can get a general idea. So that should be everything, but all in all, it looks really good. You surprised me. I like the little camera angles, you know, you took. I like you zooming into this, zooming into the house. I like it. Let's keep going. I got some photos I gotta find and give to you. So I'm gonna find those photos and give them to you. So I gotta find those photos and give them to you. But and also, yeah, you got to add the text. This is demo, but of course, add the text, the description, and the photos. That should be it.